Good morning. Welcome to Haunted Tents Build Day 23. And the ghost stood up on his own again. At least I think it's Build Day 23. Breakfast of the day, apple fritter. Big plate-sized apple fritter. And I have no idea what to drink, so you get to pick. Kaylee and I, and speak of the devil, there's the Kaylee. There's the Kaylee. Just got the truck moved. And I figured we'd take a look at the haunt. Swan's been out here already. She's been working in the gypsy. She put in some more creepy cloth on the chest to hide the wires, got the candles and stuff in. And Kaylee is having a ball with all the straw. I need to get in here with my drill. We're going to get the fence panel in. So that'll be done. That's quick and easy. Our main chore today is the pirate display. I gotta get power to the ship's wheel so it's up and moving. And she's got the hands on the wheel. I gotta take the hands off the wheel. I keep telling her not to do that because it will jam up the wheel. But anyway, we gotta get the wheel going. We also have to get that guy hooked up to a scuba boo board and get his head back on, get him synced up and working in final position. And then we need to get lighting in the pirate display. Everything's got to be lit up. I might go ahead and bring the swords out too. I don't know. I might hold off on the swords. I don't like leaving those out because they're not toy swords. They're real swords out of my collection. Picking things up. But Kaylee, you cannot have my soda pop. She has a fetish for Coca-Cola, surprisingly enough. But our main emphasis today is going to be the pirate. If we can get the pirate done, then we're going to move on into the corn, which is fairly straightforward. There's about 12 lights we're going to hang on these bars as a down lighting through here. And because it's even with the peepers going, it's a little too dark in here. Needs some sort of light for people to see, or I'm going to have a lot of complaints. And then we also have to get the Harbinger, aka the Scarecrow, wired up and working. That's all I'm concerned about today. I'm not overly concerned about in here. I might save this for the last display to do, just because it's also our storehouse for all our spare parts and everything. But I'm going to get this put down, grab my tools, and Kaylee and I are going to get to work. Okay, done with lunch. We've been out here all day working on the pirate. We got him fully costuming and working. I'll show you him in a minute. I just got done getting the ship's wheel going, and it's running as intended. I gotta have Stu check it to see if it needs to be slowed down at all. And then we also got two speakers in, one back there and one right there. That'll be playing Ken Webster's stuff, Sinful Audio. As to the pirate, you have come a long way for nothing. This here be my treasure. Now I went and redid the dialogue for him to shorten it up. It was just too long of a speech and people were passing right by before he did everything. And here's the set dresser, which means I gotta turn the camera off. Another midday update. This one is not haunt related, weather related. We got blue sky. Look at the trees there. High winds. Steady, sustained about 25 to 30. And we've got gusts hitting up to 60. Dragon was, I was afraid it was going to start ripping itself apart. The Ghost, even turned on fully inflated, it was bent in half. It was blowing so hard. So I figured, well, time to unplug things. Yeah, see, there goes the gust there. You can see it whipping around. Now off over here, you can see the big tree over there. But anyway, I thought I'd give you an update on the winds and stuff and the effect it's having on the haunt. I'm half tempted to take the flags down too, but they're doing okay for now. But the blow-ups, I definitely had to unplug. They were just whipping around way too much. Those blow-ups are not designed for winds like this. Okay guys, end of the day, walkthrough. Not wrap up, we're not quite there yet. That windstorm we had today played havoc on the haunt. We ended up with some damage. The dragon up there, you can see there's a lot of light. And you get down toward its tail end and it's rather dark. I ended up, and I'm glad I did, unplugging all the blow-ups. But the dragon, even still, his tail was whipping around all over the place. And I think it broke a light bulb up in there. We also, the exit sign and the entrance sign were wiggling a bit. Exit sign came through okay. The short in the cord, though, is playing havoc. I've got to get that fixed. And this was getting knocked around a bit, too. And it looks like its connection needs to be checked as well. So I got damage there I need to fix. In here, damage on the Gypsy 3, we took a little bit, and it's going to be an easy fix. I don't know if you can tell, I'll turn on my headlamp there. But we actually had a dust devil come through the entrance, and instead of sucking stuff up, it kind of blew hay back. So we got to straighten out the hay a little bit in here. And Sue-Ann said she'd do that in the morning. Pirate is totally working. Don't have the AC on. Sue-Ann's going to get in the back behind the fish netting, and she's actually going to try cobwebbing the arborvitaes back there. The arborvitaes look so neat when the light's shining up through the cobwebbing, so she's going to give that a try. We still need to get that fence locked into place, and that side of the pirate room needs its hay yet. Oh, and I need to get the swords in the box, which I'll do closer to opening. I've explained that one already. Over here, this one's got its hay, and everything's working.
You have come a long way for nothing. This here be my treasure. Die!
And he's not going up as far as he should, I don't think. I'm going to have to check his settings, I guess, one more time. Yeah, it looks like I need to up his pressure. I just triggered him and was able to lift him up about another 6 or 7 inches, which means I need to up the pressure on the cylinder a little bit. But the ship's wheel with the windshield wiper motor and a pulse width modulator on it is working as intended and working beautifully. I do need to oil it. There's a slight squeak with it. Now, some other damage, and that was with the corn maze itself. Just not one wall, the whole maze. The whole top of the maze is 6 inches this way. So Sue-Ann and I are going to try to shift it by hand on the top and see if we can get back to where it's supposed to be. The result, it's not going to fall down. It's still rock steady. It's just leaning at the top, which does kind of add to the claustrophobic effect. And as you can see, I got a red light here. I got all the red lights but one working. And of course, with no AC, the peepers aren't working. Then you get down here and there's a dark spot. You come around and then there's another red light here. And I might add a red light there. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk it over with Sue and see what she says. I might add one there. It wouldn't take long to do. And then you get in here and the Harbinger, go like that. The Harbinger is there. I haven't done anything with him or the Scooby-Doo board, and there is a red light that goes in with him. But they get past this and then they're into the courtyard. So we did get into the corn. So that's effectively what we've gotten done and what we've got to do. We've got a little bit of repair work to do tomorrow. All right, now it's time for the end of the day wrap up. Was a very good day. Got the Pirate done, and I got a very good, healthy start on the cornhole way. And I haven't talked to Sue yet, but that back corridor in the corn where there's no light is a little dark. I did have her walk it, her and Morgan both, and she did mention about it being dark. I think I'll add a red light to it. I'll lighten it up a little bit. I don't want it too bright in there. But I do want it to kind of feel claustrophobic and disorientated. So, well, that's something I'll tend to tomorrow. As far as today, that wind was killer. I'm really surprised we didn't take more damage to the blow-ups other than a burned out light bulb in the Dragon. I did notice the coach, the pumpkin coach down at the far end. It looks like it's shifted a little bit too, but not to the point where I need to do anything to it to rectify the problem. The wind died out, oh God, about 5 o'clock finally, thank God. It was blowing everything really good. The tents were shaking. I thought for sure we were going to lose the Pirate tent at one point. I'm surprised we didn't lose the corn hallway. That corn hallway, while it is safe, it wasn't designed for that type of wind, especially with corn attached to it. So, real interesting. I'm going to have to take a better look at it tomorrow with Sue, and we're going to have to see what we can do with it. Let's just hope between now and the time we take the haunt down, we don't get another big windstorm like that. We've been real lucky on weather so far. We've had one day where it just kind of sprinkled off and on. Other than that, no rain. No rain to speak of whatsoever. But the winds have been playing hell with us real bad here this year. We've had 3, 4 windstorms. Today's being the worst out of the lot. So we'll have to assess things tomorrow. Take a better look at things. As for tomorrow, Sue Ann's going to do the cleanup on the hay over in the Gypsy, which won't take long. Shouldn't take her long at all. She's going to try cobwebbing the bushes behind the Pirate. And then she's got some fine-tuning type things she wants to do as well in other areas of the haunt. Once she gets done with what she wants to do in the Pirate display, I need to get in and put hay in the other side of the room where the ship's wheel is. Ooh, excuse me. Burping, trying not to burp. Hard to talk. But, okay, where was it? Oh yeah, after she's done, I gotta get hay in there and get the fence secured. Probably get the fence secured on the Gypsy too. After that's all done and what have you. Then I've got to get into the corn. I've got 2 speakers, the Scooby-Boo board, the sensor for the Scooby-Boo board, and the Harbinger, aka Scarecrow, to get up and running. And then there's also a light that goes in that display as well. So I got to get that wired in. And then I think I'm going to put a light on the back passage as well of the corn hallway. Past that, once all that is done, we are going to start going backwards in the haunt. We started out at the main entrance with the photo op, did the main entrance, the entrance hallway, Gypsy, Pirate. Now we're into corn. You know, that's going forward. Going backwards, we're going to go into the exit hall. There isn't anything I need to do in there other than put the projector in, which I won't do until the day before we get ready to open. But I do have the spider display, and Swan's waiting on, needs me to get the Scooby-Boo boards and the speakers and the lighting in on that one. So that will be our next major display to hit, is the spider. Since we'll be over there on that end, and I'm not locking this in, but I'm thinking after I get done with the spider, this display right before that is the photo hall and then the water room. I'm thinking about hitting the photo hall and the water room, and then maybe going over and doing the clown. If I can get the clown and the water room all wired up with whatever lightage, Scooby-Boo board work, and what have you, I can get water in the ponds. And it's still a little early for the water. Water shouldn't be going in until first part of next week. But, and I know I won't get to the photo hall tomorrow. There's no way in hell I'll get to the photo hall tomorrow. If anything, I'll get the lights hung. I won't get anything wired. You know, we got to get that spider room done for Sue so she can get her cobwebbing done. And then we'll just kind of go from there, and we'll just see how far we can get. But we'll start out with the corn, get that finished off, get repairs and stuff done, and then start knocking on that spider and see where we can go from there. So at least that's my plans as of the moment. What actually happens tomorrow, that's another story. Stay spooky. Stay toxic.